What's up, doggies? Welcome back to the channel and the Chevrolet Silverado. So we got a new product and here it is. So what this is a K&N, obviously, NASCAR USA filter. So in all reality, if you've been following the channel for a little bit, you know I have a K&N 63 series cold air intake on the truck. That comes with an oiled filter. This is a dry flow dry filter. This is the filter that comes with the Blackhawk series. And I decided to get one of these so I could put it on my intake, and I'm gonna tell you why. Correct the windows there because it is freaking dark in here. So this is the old one, this is the new one. This is supposed to be red. It's supposed to be the K&N red pretty much. So it's a cotton mesh, I believe, and you apply a layer of oil to it. It's washable. It is more breathable, so you would use this on kind of like a race car if these actually did anything. We'll get to that here shortly. It is more breathable, so technically more power. It's washable, like I said, and the function of the oil is to keep dust and particles out, whereas this one is synthetic material. It's kind of similar. It's not a paper filter, but we could see it's woven synthetic material. Less breathable, but it's better for high dust environment. And we can see on the top, no indent, not really huge function. Pretty similar in size. The one that comes with it is a little bit bigger. And obviously I'm gonna clean this one up, and we always have it. I just wanted to put a dry filter on the truck because I do off-road a lot, and this is better. This is a lot better for dust. And this one, it says it'll go 100,000 miles, but I've been washing and oiling it every 10,000, blah, blah, blah. I just want to get a dry filter, so let's go ahead and toss it on. It even comes with a cool black giant hose clamp. So as we can see, these things get pretty nasty. We got some bugs on there. You can sort of see that it's supposed to be red, which is pretty darn dirty. So I just wanted to give a dry filter a try. It doesn't fit perfectly, but it fits good enough. This is more malleable than the other one. So I was checking the distances. It doesn't snug up against that coupler. But anyway, we're gonna get this one cleaned up and I'll show you what it actually looks like. But let's talk about the cold air intakes now. Alrighty, y'all, welcome back. It is the next day after we installed the filter. So we went from the oiled filter that comes with the intake to the dry filter. The reason being, I don't really need an oiled filter. This is not a high performance vehicle and I take it off road. So better to have the pertinent air filter for the application. Am I gonna notice a difference in performance or anything? No. But most notably, I want to review the K&N 63 series cold air intake for my truck. I did make a video previously about, is it a cold air intake worth it? And my ultimate justification is no, not really. So to touch on that, you know, they do send you a dyno chart. So you're gonna gain 10, 12, 15 horsepower and 10, 11, 12 foot-pounds of torque, which is cool. And you can placebo that all you want. In a truck this size, full-size truck, you're not gonna notice that kind of power. But, knowing that you have that extra 10, 15 horsepower is cool. Do that if you want to say, yeah, my truck makes 390 horse instead of 383 or whatever these things are rated for. Yeah, and I do that. I run my truck's horsepower up to 400 because I have a cold air intake on. Not really. So yeah, they do add performance. Some people will swear by them, other people will say they don't do anything. I'm kind of in the middle ground of, all right, cool, you know, it's been dynoed, I know it's there, but you could give me the truck back to back and I wouldn't notice that it's faster or slower. So what it does for the truck, at least for me, is it makes cool sounds come from the engine bay. I call it the gurgle. So it's the cold air intake gurgle when you get in the certain RPM range. Obviously I don't have a muffler on the truck, so it's hard to hear on video, but when it was in the black truck, that one had a Delta Flowmaster 50 series Delta Flow on the back. You could really tell from the front of the vehicle that there was more sound, and I like that. I still like it in this truck. So sounds nice. Power adds power technically. Build quality is great. So this 63 series comes with the nice couplers, hose clamps, polyurethane. I think they call it heat molded or high performance something polyurethane pipe. So it is a plastic pipe on this one. You can get aluminum, and I think the Blackhawk is steel actually. Anyway, it probably make different sounds. Comes with the heat shielding. This one is an open element design, which I'm not really sure why I went with that in hindsight. I think I went with it just because I thought it looked cool. But if you really want a cold air intake, it shouldn't even be mounted in the engine bay or anywhere close to the engine bay, and it should strictly draw power from the fenders. So there are a lot of products out there that, you know, seal it off that filter area and strictly draw from the fender well and the front of the vehicle, which are probably better performing, but once again, it's a full-size truck, so what are you really trying to get at? So open element design, not ideal. Probably sucks a lot of hot air from the surrounding area. Whatever, that's my choice. They do make closed ones, so I just didn't get the closed one. I think when I bought this for the 2019 truck, I got this one because I wanted to see the round air filter in the cone. And for this style of truck, since it was the new for the 2019, they didn't have a lot of options, and now you can get, I don't even know the other brands, but there's a lot of brands. AFE I think is one. There's a couple others that have some cool plexiglass covers so you can see your filter and all that jazz, but that just wasn't available at the time of the purchase. But nutshell, in the review, build quality is excellent. Their customer support, they have this huge freaking ice dam here in the middle of the road that I smacked yesterday. Oh, look at that. That is aggressive. Woo! I hit that going like 40 mile an hour yesterday and it hurt. Build quality is great. Customer service for K&N is awesome. When this got switched from the Black 19 to this truck, the dealership took it off and lost like half the installation parts. So I called K&N asking how much a parts kit would be, and they said, you have your 1,000,000-mile warranty, we're going to send it to you for free. So that was cool. And then when I was looking for this dry filter, I was having a hard time navigating their website, and called them up. I said, hey, I want a dry filter for my 63 series, and they're like, oh, here's the part number and you're good to go. And they were also 20% off, and this guy is driving real slow. So clearly that one is in conjunction with the just utter lack of a muffler, but really in the lower RPMs there, 15 to 2,500, 3,000-ish, you can hear the intake burbling. So what we're doing 60 mile an hour right now at 1,500 RPM, I'm gonna shut up and you can hear the intake at that certain RPM. So it's mostly under load. Towing trailers, it is a lot louder too, just because that throttle body is open more, you're pulling more power. It'll stay in that lower range trying to pull something. So it makes nice sounds. It looks cool. I've said this numerous times. With that new filter, obviously nothing new. But yeah, we got a brand new filter in there, all clean, nice and dry. So in the summer months, once all this white garbage is gone off the ground, we will be on some trails and the engine will be more protected and we will be all hunky-dory. So that's that. Thank you all for watching the channel. I appreciate it. As always, if you have any questions, comments, let me know. Thank you for the support, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. It's free, helps me out.